Well, let's start our week with diving deep into the commodities market. As always, now gold, silver, copper, and platinum. Beautiful chart, but gold is actually coming down now. There's a decline of 1.95%. That's a percentage point. 80.80, that's the change that we've seen. That's over the weekend. Looking at what has played. Gold sold for as high for an ounce, about $4,500 at a particular time, which reflected on the price across the board. Even here in Nigeria, a gram of gold sold far higher than what it used to sell in like months before now. Silver, copper, platinum. Silver is $47.63. Copper is $517.45, while platinum is $1,589.25. The change for silver is negative 0.96. Copper is positive 5.20. Platinum is 20.42 in red. Silver is also down 1.92%. Copper is 1.02% down. Platinum is 1.25% in negative. Well, let's see corn, wheat, cocoa, and cotton. For corn, it's $429.25. That's for a metric ton of that commodity. Wheat is $523.73. Cocoa is $6,319 for a metric ton of cocoa. It's not yet back to more than $7,000 that it used to sell a few weeks ago. But cotton is $65.32. The change again, positive 11.25, negative 20.00. Cotton is positive 1.12, 1.74% here in green, 0.32 here in red, 2.20 here in green, and 1.42 here in green. Well, let's take you to the global markets now. Global stocks bounced today while the safe haven gold and bonds retreated as signs of cooling trade tensions between China and the United States encourage investors, marking a strong start to a week dominated by central bank meetings and mega cap earnings. Now, top Chinese and United States economic officials hashed out the framework of a trade deal for the United States President Donald Trump and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping to decide on later this week at a meeting in South Korea. Now, that sent shocks sharply higher in Asia, where indexes in South Korea, Taiwanese stocks, and Japan is hitting a record high. Now, the upbeat mode spread to Europe. Shares rose modestly across the board, leaving stock 600. That's Euro stock 600 now, 0.1% in green, around record highs. U.S. stock futures jumped with NASDAQ futures up 1%. And S&P 500 is up 0.7%. Well, there's no bloody nose in this market today. You can see everyone is in green. Well, let's see what the crude oil market is looking like now. It fell by over 1% today after United States and Chinese economic officials sketched out a trade deal framework, easing fears that tariffs and export curbs between the world's top two oil consumers could dent global economic growth. United States West Texas Intermediate crude is down 1.07%, selling for $60.84. Brent crude futures sells for $65.28, negative 1.00%. For Bonny Light, it sells for $78.62 per barrel, and it has a decline of 2.84%. For the OPEC basket, dealers offer $68.33 with an upsurge of 1.61%.